Hey guys, Sam Pokemon here, and in today's video we're talking about elite raids in Pokemon Go, and specifically what I think is coming next. But first things first, what are elite raids exactly? They're raids that you can only complete in person in Pokemon Go. Now, these events tend to have eggs that last for 24 hours before the raid and everything, and currently we have Regidrago and Regieleki rotating, but we've had Hoopa Unbound before. But what Pokemon are coming to elite raids in the future? I'm going to give some predictions what I think could be coming, because honestly, I think there's going to be a lot more elite raids coming to Pokemon Go in the future because of the whole switches to the remote raid things. I feel like it's something Niantic is going to try to push. We'll see if it is successful, but we tend to get one a month, at least recently. This season, we got one a month, and I think it's going to continue like that. So let's talk about what I think could be coming to elite raids. Let me know in the comments down below, of course, what you guys think and if you think these are good suggestions. So first things first, I have Zarude on my list. I think Zarude, we only got one, and it's such a good Pokemon for raids and PvP, so I think this is more just a selfish thing of me wanting to get more XLs for it and all that, but I feel like Zarude would be a really cool, like, shiny release since it's already released as well in elite raids. I feel like that could be pretty cool. Maybe, I don't know, we'll have to see. It would be a pretty cool Pokemon. We have no clue what the next season, though, the whole theme for it will be, but if it's got a jungle-y theme, it could definitely go with Zarude, you know what I mean? But I feel like Zarude would be a great Pokemon to bring into elite raids. Again, it is a super useful Pokemon, while Regieleki and Regidrago are just not too useful. Hoopa was a little bit more useful than the Regis, but, you know, still, a super useful Pokemon like Zarude would be awesome to have. By the way, I'm looking over my notes if you guys if you're wondering what I'm looking at. But I got a couple other suggestions that I want to throw out there. I think Volcanion would be a really cool Pokemon to get in these elite raids. Again, mythical Pokemon tend to be, I guess, a Pokemon that I would think could debut in elite raids. I feel like that's like the #1 way to do it, because the legendary Pokemon just get released in legendary raids, 5-star raids, and it's just a different whole thing. But elite raids, I feel like we'll be releasing those mythical Pokemon, or those really hard to obtain legendary Pokemon. Maybe even Eternatus is an elite raid Pokemon in the future. That would be insane, because Eternatus, with the VMAX form and everything, has like the highest CP in the Pokemon Go database, which is insane. Quick keyword Eternatus. If you guys misspell that, that's okay. But I have a couple other Pokemon. Like I said, Volcanion would be a pretty cool one. I feel like that's a really nice shiny as well, but it's also just one that I feel like is a pretty cool one. That one might get released as a special research, just like Keldeo was. And again, all these mythicals always have those potentials to be special researches rather than these elite raid Pokemon. Now, Pokemon like Darkrai, you know, my favorite Pokemon, is a Pokemon that is, you know, in raids. Deoxys, another mythical Pokemon, it's in raids as if it's a legendary Pokemon. There's some that might just be released like that as well. I think Deancey is one of those, potentially in the future, because it has a Mega. It's going to have to be in raids at some point, but it looks like it's going to debut during this year's Go Fest, if, of course, the logo is anything to go by. It looks like a literal hint to Deancey. But I think we could be getting elite raids also for Zeraora. That would be such a cool Pokemon to have in elite raids. I feel like it's just one that I would love to see, and release its shiny in a special research at some point. I don't really care, but I would really like to see it in elite raids, because it's a pretty cool Pokemon, just because it's an electric type that I feel like could be pretty useful, but you never know. Again, Zarude, the reason why why I chose that one is because it's super useful. I feel like Zeraora is another one that could be pretty useful. And my last one, which is my most spicy pick, my most interesting pick out of all of them, is Zygarde. Now, Zygarde, of course, is a normal legendary Pokemon, but it has a bunch of different forms. So I think there's a chance that they release these during elite raids, and you have to collect cells in order to get the full Zygarde form. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but if you didn't know, Zygarde has like cells, like, so there's like a 5% form, 100% form, 50% form, 25% form. I feel like we could have Zygarde in elite raids where you have to collect cells as a, you know, like, instead of rare candies, you get cells for Zygarde or something like that. And in order to have it in its 100% form, you have to collect cells and have them built up like Mega Energy. I don't know. I feel like that could be an interesting way to add Zygarde in Pokemon Go. Maybe it might be a little bit of annoying, and Zygarde's a great shiny. I wonder when we'll ever get it in Pokemon Go, though, because we have the shinies for, you know, a couple other legendaries from its region and everything like that. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But you guys let me know in the comments down below. Did you guys enjoy this video? And just let me know your thoughts. What Pokemon do you think could be coming into Elite Raids? Regieleki's pretty cool. Regidrago's pretty cool. Hoopa Unbound is really cool as well. But what else could we be getting? Could we be getting that Zarude? Could we be getting Zygarde? You let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.